Walking into the gym without eating anything might feel impossible. No breakfast, no pre-workout snack, no protein shake, just your body and an empty stomach. Surprisingly, this can enhance fat burning, protect muscle, sharpen mental clarity, and improve metabolism. Today, we uncover the science behind fasted exercise and show how your body adapts. Walking into a gym on an empty stomach feels unfamiliar. No breakfast, no pre-workout shake, not even coffee. Many believe it will cause weakness or dizziness. However, science shows that when approached carefully, fasted training can increase fat burning, preserve muscle, and sharpen mental focus. Your body is designed to adapt efficiently. Fasted exercise is not starvation. It is a strategic method to maximize fat loss, muscle preservation, and metabolic flexibility. By training when glycogen is low, the body switches to fat metabolism. Growth hormone rises, insulin sensitivity improves, and ketone production supports both muscles and brain, creating an optimized internal environment for performance. Metabolic flexibility is key. The body learns to switch between glucose and fat for energy depending on availability. Constant eating prevents this adaptation, keeping the body reliant on glucose. Fasted exercise forces the body to access fat, enhancing energy efficiency, endurance, and metabolic health over time while maintaining strength during workouts. Energy storage comes in two forms, glycogen and fat. Glycogen, stored in liver and muscles, provides fast access energy for high-intensity activities. The average adult stores 400 to 500 grams of glycogen, roughly 1,600 to 2,000 calories. Glycogen is the first fuel the body uses during exercise. Fat stores, however, are far more abundant, supporting longer energy needs. Body fat is the ultimate energy reserve. Even lean individuals carry tens of thousands of calories stored in fat cells. Fasted exercise encourages the body to tap into these reserves. As glycogen becomes limited, fat becomes the primary fuel source. This mechanism allows for effective fat loss without depleting muscle or overall energy stores during exercise. Food eaten immediately before exercise is not available for energy. Digestion takes hours, absorption even longer. Morning calories do not directly fuel workouts. The energy comes from previously stored glycogen and fat. The perceived energy boost after eating is hormonal, driven by insulin and dopamine, preparing the body psychologically while energy comes from stored reserves. Fasting for 12 to 16 hours lowers glycogen, signaling the body to use fat. This produces ketones, molecules that serve as efficient energy for muscles and brain. Ketones support focus and mental clarity while fueling physical activity. Fasted exercise promotes ketone production, tapping into the body's fat stores and creating a metabolic state favorable for performance and endurance. Growth hormone rises during fasted workouts. This hormone, produced by the pituitary gland, protects muscle and signals fat breakdown. Fasting and exercise independently stimulate growth hormone, but combined they amplify the effect. Growth hormone preserves lean tissue while encouraging fat utilization, making fasted exercise effective for both body composition and long-term metabolic health. Insulin sensitivity improves with fasted training. Low insulin levels allow fat release from cells, while muscles efficiently uptake glucose. Over time, this reduces insulin resistance, stabilizes blood sugar, and enhances metabolic flexibility. The body becomes better at regulating energy use, storing less fat, and performing efficiently even when food intake is irregular or delayed. Fasted exercise improves mental clarity. Norepinephrine increases, enhancing alertness and focus. Ketones provide the brain with efficient fuel, while BDNF supports neuron growth, memory, and cognitive function. The combination produces heightened mental performance during exercise, including sharper focus, faster reaction times, and improved learning capacity, demonstrating benefits beyond physical performance alone. Evolutionary perspective explains this adaptation. Early humans often exercised while hungry, hunting, or foraging before meals. Survival depended on strength, endurance, and alertness without food. Those capable of high performance in a fasted state had an advantage. Modern humans retain these capabilities. Fasted exercise taps into these innate adaptations, supporting both mind and body. Low-intensity aerobic exercise is ideal for beginners. Walking, light cycling, or gentle swimming primarily rely on fat, sparing glycogen. These activities can be sustained even after extended fasting. Starting here allows the body to adapt safely, building metabolic flexibility, enhancing fat oxidation, and preparing for higher intensity workouts without risk of early exhaustion or injury. High-intensity exercise such as HIIT, sprinting, or jump rope relies heavily on glycogen. Performance may initially decline in fasted states. However, adaptation occurs over several weeks. The body becomes efficient at using fat even during intense sessions, allowing high-intensity fasted workouts without compromising strength or endurance. Patience and progressive exposure are essential for safe adaptation. Resistance training can be performed while fasted. Elevated growth hormone during workouts protects muscle. However, post-workout protein intake is essential for recovery. Muscles require amino acids to repair microtears from resistance training. Delaying protein intake can hinder growth and reduce the effectiveness of fasted weightlifting sessions, so timing meals after training is critical for optimal results. Fasted exercise is not suitable for everyone. Pregnant or breastfeeding individuals, type 1 diabetics, underweight people, or those with kidney disease should avoid fasted workouts unless medically supervised. Individual health conditions must be considered to prevent adverse effects. Fasted training is a tool, not a universal rule, and safety must remain the top priority. Warning signs should never be ignored. Severe dizziness, confusion, heart palpitations, or extreme weakness indicate the session should stop immediately. Hydration and electrolytes are critical. Low insulin during fasting increases water and mineral excretion. Drinking water and supplementing sodium, potassium, and magnesium prevents fatigue, cramps, headaches, and ensures safe performance during fasted workouts. Breaking a fast requires care. The first 24 to 48 hours post-fast involve restoring digestive function and nutrient absorption. Exercise should remain light, focusing on walking, yoga, stretching, or mobility. This transition allows the body to safely adjust from fasted to fed state, preventing gastrointestinal stress, metabolic disruption, or sudden fatigue. 48 to 72 hours post-fast, glycogen stores are replenished while insulin sensitivity remains elevated. Carbohydrates are processed efficiently and moderate-intensity resistance training becomes appropriate. Spacing protein intake across meals ensures optimal muscle recovery. This period is ideal for rebuilding energy stores while maintaining fat loss benefits from the fasted period. Around 72 hours after fasting, glycogen stores are largely restored. Full-intensity workouts can resume safely. Avoid overcompensation by overexerting yourself. Gradual progression ensures muscles, joints, and energy systems adapt effectively, minimizing the risk of injury while maximizing performance. Patience is essential to sustain results from fasted exercise. Protein timing post-fast is essential. High-quality protein sources, eggs, meat, fish, legumes, or dairy, should be distributed throughout the day. Elevated growth hormone and insulin sensitivity post-fast create an optimal environment for muscle repair and growth. Proper timing of meals enhances both recovery and the long-term effectiveness of fasted training. Fasted exercise, when done correctly, improves fat burning, preserves muscle, enhances insulin sensitivity, and sharpens mental clarity. Selecting appropriate exercise types, progressing gradually, and maintaining hydration makes fasted training safe and highly effective for most healthy adults seeking body composition and metabolic health improvements. Energy for fasted workouts comes from stored reserves. Glycogen fuels high-intensity efforts, while fat provides longer-term energy. Fasted exercise encourages the body to tap into these reserves efficiently, enhancing metabolic flexibility, improving fat utilization, and preserving lean tissue during exercise without needing immediate caloric intake. Over time, fasted workouts teach the body to access fat efficiently, conserve muscle, and regulate energy usage. This adaptation mirrors the survival mechanisms of early humans, who needed alertness, endurance, and strength when food was scarce. Fasted exercise taps into this innate capability, allowing modern humans to optimize metabolism safely. Start with low-intensity cardio, progress gradually to moderate sessions, then incorporate HIIT or resistance training once adapted. Consistency is more important than intensity. Slow, deliberate progression allows the body to optimize fat burning, maintain performance, and adapt without overexertion or excessive fatigue. Hydration and electrolytes are essential. Fasting changes fluid balance and increases excretion of sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Minor adjustments in hydration can dramatically improve fasted workout safety, prevent cramps, headaches, and fatigue, and support optimal energy levels throughout the session. Proper hydration is critical for metabolic and muscular efficiency. For beginners, starting fasted exercise is best with light morning activities. A 20 to 30-minute walk or easy cycling session engages fat metabolism without overtaxing glycogen reserves. Monitoring heart rate and perceived exertion ensures safe adaptation. These initial sessions build confidence, teach the body to use fat efficiently, and establish the foundation for progressive intensity. Intermediate trainees can increase duration or intensity gradually, adding a second fasted session or extending walks to 45 to 60 minutes. Challenges the body to burn more fat while maintaining muscle. Moderate cycling or elliptical sessions work well. The goal is to maintain steady fat utilization while avoiding overtraining. Adjustments are based on energy levels, hydration, and recovery status. Advanced athletes can incorporate fasted resistance training and HIIT, sprint intervals. High-intensity circuits and weightlifting sessions push glycogen usage while relying on elevated growth hormone to protect muscle. Adaptation is gradual, beginning with low weights or short intervals, then progressing as tolerance increases. Hydration, electrolyte balance, and post-workout protein become critical for recovery. Progressive overload applies to fasted workouts as well. In weightlifting, increasing volume or intensity should be gradual to prevent fatigue and ensure proper muscle adaptation. Tracking performance, perceived effort, and recovery is key. Fasted exercise does not compromise strength gains if progression is slow and nutrient timing post-training is optimized. Post-workout nutrition maximizes fasted exercise benefits. After resistance training, consuming high-quality protein within 2 to 3 hours replenishes amino acids for repair. Combining protein with moderate carbohydrates aids glycogen restoration, supports muscle growth, and complements the metabolic flexibility trained during the fasted session. Low-intensity fasted sessions can last longer than high-intensity workouts. Walking, jogging, swimming, or yoga for 45 to 90 minutes uses fat primarily. This approach is sustainable, safe, and highly effective for fat loss. Tracking effort through heart rate or perceived exertion ensures intensity remains within fat-burning zones. High-intensity sessions in a fasted state should be brief. Intervals of 15 to 30 minutes allow for peak performance without exhausting glycogen completely. Short recovery periods and careful monitoring prevent overtraining. Adaptation over weeks improves the body's capacity to maintain performance, even when glycogen is partially depleted. Weight training in a fasted state benefits from elevated growth hormone, which preserves muscle while promoting fat breakdown. Proper form, controlled tempo, and moderate volume reduce injury risk. Post-training protein ensures repair of microtears, supporting strength development without losing lean mass during fasting periods. Fasted training has mental benefits beyond physical performance. Ketones fuel the brain efficiently, norepinephrine enhances focus, and BDNF promotes cognitive growth. Early morning workouts often feel energizing and clarifying. Many athletes report increased alertness, decision-making, and memory during fasted exercise sessions compared to fed workouts. Hydration remains central. Fasting increases fluid and electrolyte loss through urine. Drinking water before, during, and after exercise prevents dehydration. Small additions of salt or electrolyte supplements maintain mineral balance. Proper hydration reduces fatigue, prevents cramps, and improves mental focus, ensuring the body adapts effectively to the fasted training stimulus. For long-term success, alternating fasted and fed workouts can balance performance and adaptation. Fasted sessions focus on fat metabolism, endurance, and metabolic flexibility. Fed sessions, consumed after a meal, support high-intensity performance, strength gains, and recovery. Strategic variation prevents overtraining, optimizes energy use, and enhances both physical and cognitive performance. Meal timing complements fasted exercise. Eating protein-rich breakfasts after low-intensity fasted sessions maximizes muscle repair. Including healthy fats and complex carbohydrates supports energy restoration without overwhelming insulin. Small, frequent meals post-fast maintain glycogen and nutrient availability, allowing consistent adaptation and continued performance improvements. Research shows aerobic fasted training increases fat oxidation by 20 to 30%. Studies involving cycling, jogging, and walking demonstrate consistent improvements in fat metabolism without negative effects on muscle mass. Regular fasted aerobic workouts improve endurance, stabilize blood sugar, and promote metabolic flexibility, contributing to sustainable fat loss and long-term health benefits. High-intensity interval training, HIIT, in a fasted state is more advanced. Initially, performance may drop, but over several weeks, adaptation occurs. The body learns to use fat more efficiently while glycogen is limited. Recovery, hydration, and protein timing are crucial. Over time, HIIT can be sustained fasted without sacrificing performance. Resistance training after fasting requires careful planning. Heavy lifting causes micro tears in muscle fibers. Growth hormone preserves muscle during fasting, but protein is essential for repair post-workout. Delaying nutrition too long reduces recovery and growth. Prioritizing protein intake within 2 to 3 hours post-training ensures optimal hypertrophy and muscle preservation. Fasted exercise is not suitable for everyone. Pregnant or breastfeeding individuals, those with type 1 diabetes, kidney disease, or underweight conditions should avoid fasted training unless under medical supervision. Fasted workouts require careful monitoring to ensure safety and prevent adverse effects. Personal health status determines whether fasted exercise is appropriate. Warning signs must be respected. Severe dizziness, palpitations, confusion, extreme weakness, or nausea indicate immediate cessation. Rest, hydration, and light meals restore safety. Ignoring symptoms can lead to injury or metabolic imbalance. Proper hydration and electrolyte intake prevent many common fasted exercise issues, supporting safe, effective workouts. Recovery after fasted exercise is structured in phases. The first 24 to 48 hours post-fast involve light activity, walking, stretching, and yoga to allow the digestive and metabolic systems to transition. Intensity should remain low. During this phase, nutrient absorption ramps up gradually while energy stores and glycogen are replenished. The 48 to 72-hour phase post-fast focuses on moderate intensity training and gradual reintroduction of resistance exercises. Glycogen stores replenish steadily. Carbohydrates are used efficiently due to elevated insulin sensitivity. Protein intake remains consistent to support muscle repair. This phase bridges the gap between fasting adaptation and returning to regular performance. After 72 hours, glycogen stores are mostly restored. The body is ready for normal training intensity. Overcompensation by pushing harder than usual should be avoided. Gradual progression ensures continued adaptation, maintaining metabolic flexibility and fat utilization while supporting strength, endurance, and mental clarity. Protein timing post-fast optimizes recovery. High-quality proteins, eggs, meat, fish, dairy, legumes should be evenly distributed across meals. Growth hormone and insulin sensitivity are elevated post-fast, maximizing protein absorption. Balanced macronutrient intake supports muscle repair, glycogen replenishment, and ongoing metabolic efficiency, sustaining the benefits of fasted training. Consistency in fasted training is key. Morning low-intensity sessions are ideal for beginners. As the body adapts, intensity can increase. Progression over weeks improves fat oxidation, mental clarity, endurance, and insulin sensitivity. Gradual adaptation reduces risk of fatigue, injury, and poor performance while maximizing physiological benefits of fasting. Mental benefits of fasted exercise are profound. Ketones fuel the brain efficiently, norepinephrine increases alertness, and BDNF promotes neuron growth and cognitive performance. Early morning sessions often enhance focus, memory, and decision-making. Fasted workouts optimize both physical and mental capacity, highlighting the evolutionary efficiency of exercising without immediate fuel. Fasted exercise also improves long-term metabolic health. Insulin sensitivity improves, glycogen and fat usage become efficient, and fat storage decreases. These adaptations reduce risk of metabolic disorders, support healthy weight management, and enhance the body's ability to regulate energy intake and expenditure over time. Hydration and electrolytes are essential throughout fasted exercise. Water consumption before, during, and after workouts prevents dehydration. Electrolytes, including sodium, potassium, and magnesium, support nerve, muscle, and metabolic function. Proper hydration prevents fatigue, maintains cognitive clarity, and ensures the body adapts effectively to fasted training stimuli. Alternating fasted and fed sessions creates balance. Fasted workouts target fat metabolism and endurance. Fed sessions support high-intensity performance, strength, and recovery. Strategic alternation prevents overtraining, ensures consistent adaptation, and enhances both physical and cognitive performance while maintaining lean mass and overall metabolic health. Fasted training is highly adaptable. Beginners, intermediates, and advanced athletes can modify intensity, duration, and type of exercise. Beginners focus on low-intensity cardio. Intermediates increase duration and moderate intensity, while advanced trainees incorporate HIIT and resistance training. Adaptation is gradual and cumulative, supporting consistent improvement without compromising safety. Fast adaptation improves fat metabolism efficiency. Over weeks, the body relies more on fat and less on glycogen, preserving muscle during fasting periods. This metabolic flexibility supports both endurance and strength, allowing high-intensity efforts to be sustained in a low glycogen state with minimal performance decline. Mental clarity and focus during fasted workouts extend beyond exercise. Enhanced ketone utilization, elevated norepinephrine, and BDNF improvements support learning, decision-making, and memory throughout the day. Fasted exercise provides both physical conditioning and cognitive enhancement, reflecting the body's evolutionary design to perform optimally under caloric scarcity. Recovery nutrition is essential to maintain benefits. Protein, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats consumed post-fast replenish glycogen, support muscle repair, and stabilize blood sugar. Timing nutrients effectively ensures long-term adaptation to fasted training while maximizing strength, endurance, and metabolic efficiency. Low-intensity fasted exercise can last longer than high-intensity sessions. Extended walks, cycling, swimming, or yoga for 60 to 90 minutes effectively burn fat while minimizing glycogen depletion. Monitoring effort through heart rate and perceived exertion ensures sustained adaptation without risking early fatigue or injury. High-intensity fasted workouts require careful planning. Short HIIT intervals, 15 to 30 minutes, allow maximal effort without exhausting glycogen completely. Recovery periods, hydration, and protein timing post-workout prevent overtraining. Adaptation over weeks improves the body's ability to sustain high-intensity efforts even in a fasted state, maintaining performance and fat utilization. Weight training in a fasted state is effective when growth hormone is elevated. Proper form, moderate volume, and controlled tempo reduce injury risk. Post-training protein ensures optimal repair of microtears and supports hypertrophy. Fasted resistance training preserves muscle while enhancing fat metabolism, allowing continued strength gains without compromising metabolic flexibility. Fasted exercise is not universal. Pregnant or breastfeeding individuals, type 1 diabetics, underweight people, or those with chronic kidney disease should avoid fasted workouts without medical supervision. Fasted exercise is a tool for metabolic adaptation, fat loss, and performance improvement, but safety and individual health must always be prioritized. Warning signs are essential. Dizziness, confusion, palpitations, extreme weakness, or nausea require immediate cessation. Rest, hydration, and light meals restore safety. Proper electrolyte balance prevents common issues. Ignoring symptoms risks metabolic imbalance or injury. Safe fasted exercise depends on attentiveness, hydration, and proper progression. Advanced fasted workouts focus on combining aerobic and resistance training in a single session. Morning fasted cardio, followed by moderate intensity resistance training later in the day after breaking the fast, allows the body to maximize fat utilization while preserving muscle. Timing, hydration, and protein intake are essential for maintaining performance and recovery. A sample advanced routine begins with 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking or light jogging. Following this, dynamic stretching prepares muscles for resistance exercises. After the first meal, moderate weightlifting or bodyweight circuits can be performed, targeting major muscle groups while growth hormone remains elevated. This approach maximizes both fat burning and muscle adaptation. High-intensity intervals in a fasted state should be performed carefully. Limit sessions to 15 to 25 minutes with short rest periods to prevent glycogen depletion. Sprint intervals, jump rope, or cycling sprints are effective. Over several weeks, the body adapts to maintain peak performance while relying increasingly on fat for energy, demonstrating metabolic flexibility and endurance improvements. For those combining fasted training with intermittent fasting schedules, careful monitoring of energy levels is crucial. Adjust workout intensity based on perceived exertion and hydration. Low-intensity sessions can last up to 90 minutes, while high-intensity workouts should remain short but frequent. Gradual adaptation prevents fatigue, maintains lean muscle, and ensures continued metabolic benefits. Meal timing is critical to support fasted exercise. The first post-fast meal should contain protein and complex carbohydrates. Eggs, fish, lean meat, legumes, or yogurt are ideal. Combining carbohydrates replenishes glycogen, supporting performance in subsequent sessions. Proper nutrient timing ensures muscles repair efficiently, while fat utilization and metabolic flexibility remain optimized.